over here, B's and C's over here. You want to look? Please take out your books. Please also take out your seminar questions prep sheet. What I recognized in first period is that the weekend kind of deteriorated your thinking about your questions. So I'd like to take the first minute or two right now. Look back at your questions. Refresh what you were thinking when you were writing the questions. So you really have that context and background information for what was important to you about that question, so that when we begin talking, all of that context is there. You ask questions which incite meaningful dialogue. Your dialogue invites and guides other people to talk and build off of it. Area number 2 is the quality of direct reference to the text. So while you're speaking, you're making connections to exact moments in the book, and you're referring to those as your dialogue progresses through time. And then the final area that you're going to be evaluated on is the protocol of seminars. So you look at the person who's speaking, you allow other people to speak before you do, you are engaged in the actual dialogue that's in front of you. All of those social propriety kind of expectations of helping a dialogue to go farther. Do you have any questions before we start? Women and gender. Topic 2, the use of books, literature, and forbidden knowledge. And topic 3, nature and the romantics. Those 3 topics are the only areas to be talking about for the first half of the discussion. 20 minutes in, we're going to have Group D and Group C move to the other side of the classroom. So who in this group over here is a D? You guys will take your stuff and come over to this group. Who over here is a group?
We place significance for the
creature enjoys the warmth of fire
for Victor.
And my question is, how does
Victor,
this
he was always like, whenever he was sad and stuff, like whenever somebody,
how does this, what does this,
his father always
what is
asked
the,
him, like,
what is the
what was wrong, like if he was worried about the marriage or like scared about it, but he always said that was like, Elizabeth was his one solution to happiness in life. So it kind of was like,
I think it kind of has a double meaning, because if you relate the fire to like humanity, society, like he likes enjoying it from a distance. But like when he gets close, he always gets hurt.
sorry,
Like when he goes like he likes watching the people in the house in the cottage. But then when he actually tries to like come into contact with them,
is in a bad state, like when he goes really ill,
because he like
and
gets
he like
beat
to the
up
point
and
of
like,
where he almost dies,
like
or even
physically hurt.
or
Or like
later
when he
on
tries to
when
save the girl
when his
from
dad
the
says,
river,
"Hey, I heard
like
you
he
got
saves
arrested,
her and saves her
what's
life,
the deal?"
but in the end he ends up
Relative
getting
sends the
hurt
letter.
because he gets shot.
Like he's always
So
the
I think
person,
it's
like when
kind
that
of
when he gets that
representative. It's
letter or
like kind of
whatever,
like a forecast.
the first person he thinks of, or the first thing that makes him happy is hearing from Elizabeth. But then I find it like ironic in the end of the book that he wasn't even smart enough to like, I mean his intention was to keep Elizabeth safe by sending her upstairs, but his first thought was the monster would only want to harm him and stuff. And so, I mean, I don't know, I kind of was conflicted as to whether he only cared about himself and that's why he was like, or if he was just not, or he didn't care about Elizabeth. I don't know.
I thought it was kind of interesting because this was like, they talked about the feminist movement, how Mary Shelley was kind of an active role in that, and how Victor seemed to have an extreme dependency on Elizabeth, like through the letters and like knowledge and through how she would make him feel better about all the things that he did. And so I feel like Mary Shelley's kind of sticking in a little bit of feminist movement through that kind of thing, that Victor couldn't do all that stuff alone, that he needed Elizabeth in order to prop him up and keep him healthy at certain points.
And also, like, when his mom died, caring for Elizabeth, Elizabeth kind of took over as the mom role. So,
it's also
like, that's why Victor's kind of so attached to her.
I think that
Because
this sort of
he
makes
reminds
Victor
her.
these sort of
thought
interactions,
that,
reanimation
like,
process, and he decides to take it.
a lot of Victor's life
do
was
it, and it's
really
very
dark because he
stuck his hand in it.
like dealt with like
So I
dark
thought
arts and
that could also be-
sciences about corpses and reanimation of life, and like she was one of the more sources of light and kind of good, while he was kind of more of a dark and eviler thing, and it kind of helped balance it out a little bit. So I thought that she, like you said, kind of supported him and kept him into the light.
So to me, she still seemed like a little bit of an accessory, which seemed like something that was kind of common at the end here as the book was written. She did write a lot about Victor being very dependent on Elizabeth, so it did kind of put a little bit of feminism.
I agree with the accessory part because he was saying that his mother's wish was that they would get married and they had gotten Elizabeth for him, and so it kind of demeaned it more rather than being a partner.
I want to encourage the students who find it difficult to speak. The smaller group definitely should give you access to be able, especially if you're shy or you need a little more of that quiet time. So if you notice that during the last discussion, you notice yourself speaking more than other people, remember to refrain from just speaking quickly, but allow a little bit of silent time so that those people who find it more difficult to do this have an opportunity to be able to jump in. Socrates taught us the value of dialogue is in diverse questions. You don't need to come to the same answer. It's totally okay that people's perception is different. It's not right or wrong. It's that we are different. That's the focus of this idea. You do not, this is not a win and lose kind of situation. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya. That's right. Kumbaya. Yeah. That's it. All right. As a final step to this process, the same that we always do, please flip over your question page. And on the back of that, please write self-evaluation. There are 3 areas that I would like you to grade yourself on, the same areas that you are being noted on. So area number 1 is the quality of your speaking. Please rate yourself somewhere between a 1 and a 4, 4 being the highest quality of speaking. Insightful commentary, dialogue that asked and invited other people to speak, all of those types of things. Area number 2 is the direct text references, making exact connections to moments in the book. 1 to 4 with specific reasons why you give yourself that score. And then the last area is the quality of the process of dialogue, so that you listened to others. You looked at them while they spoke. You waited for your turn before you jumped into someone's conversation. 1 to 4 in each of the areas, and explain why you believe you earned the score for each area.